Well, hey everybody, how are you doing today? And welcome back to another episode of the 25 Days of Christmas. And well, today's movie is a horror movie released in 1974, directed by Bob Clark. And wait a minute, that's more like it. That movie is Black Christmas. So, with the movie Black Christmas, what is it about? It's about sorority girls. They're inside this house celebrating Christmas, and well, a guy breaks in and starts to kill them one by one. You know what that means? That means this movie is a slasher movie. But most people say Halloween is the first slasher movie. You were wrong. Most people say Halloween is the first holiday slasher movie. You are wrong. And while Halloween is debatably the first truly good slasher movie, you are wrong. Because here's what I'm about to say. Black Christmas is absolutely excellent. This is a movie that thrives on the suspense and the horror of the situation that our characters are put in. And it all comes down to the excellent directing by Bob Clark and the performance of the killer, who doesn't have a motive. He is just psychotic. And in my opinion, a guy that kills just for the heck of it, rather than actually killing for a motive, is way more terrifying than someone who's out there to kill you because maybe you accidentally hit his sister. And wow, this movie is honestly sending chills down my spine as I'm thinking about it right now. So with Black Christmas, I said that the horror and the suspense is extremely well done. And that's because of, well, the director himself, Bob Clark. The direction in this movie is good. But highly doubt any of it would be as effective if it wasn't for the fact that this movie has an extremely creepy atmosphere. The atmosphere that this movie builds up is extremely effective. And just straight from the opening credits, where we hear Christmas carolers singing, I was creeped out. Immediately, I was creeped out. It's just the shot over the house and Christmas carolers singing. And the fact that we know what's coming next, a kills, is what makes it so creepy. Because it's such a polar opposite. Something so peaceful can turn violent, just like that. And this movie uses that idea to perfection. So, in my opinion, the creepiest thing in this movie is not the atmosphere. It's not the music. But rather the killer in this movie. He is so goddamn creepy. He goes ahead and throughout the entire movie, he is losing his mind. He is running around the house. He's hiding up in this attic. He's smashing things all around. He's screaming as he's doing it. Not only that, the way he kills people in this movie is not only really smart, but it's really creepy as well. For example, the very first kill that we see in this movie is very, very effective. What happens is one of our characters goes up in a room, she wants to get some other clothes on, and well, she goes ahead, she hears a cat meowing. She thinks that it's one of her cats, but what happens is she's lured right into a closet where the killer is hiding behind this plastic wrap, kind of. And what happens is, well, the second she gets too close, he grabs her and then uses the plastic to suffocate her. And then not only that, not only does he kill her by suffocating her, you would think that maybe he would hide the body underneath the bed with the plastic wrap off. No! What he does is he props the body up in front of one of the windows with its head up against the window. Just there, for everybody to see, except nobody sees it. Not one single person in this movie sees that head. And my God, wow, that is absolutely terrifying. But easily, the best, or in my opinion, creepiest scene in this movie is the scene where one of the characters named Barbara is killed. She's laying in bed. And so Christmas carolers come up to the door and she's asleep so she doesn't wake up. But everybody else goes to the door to listen to the carolers. Therefore, it gives the killer a chance to slip out of the attic and go into Barbara's bedroom. Barbara's a big collector of glass figures, and what happens is, the killer goes ahead and takes this glass unicorn and just stands there, waiting for her to wake up. And the second she does, he stabs her over and over again with the horn of the unicorn. And nobody knows that Barbara is dead or is screaming and being murdered because of the fact the Christmas carolers are driving out all the noise. And while she's being murdered, the Christmas carolers are singing along with it. And all we hear is her screaming as she's being stabbed to death, and Christmas carolers singing peacefully. Oh my God, is that terrifying. Okay, screw it, I'm turning on the lights. I'm getting creeped out by this. Oh, that's better. Okay, so I've said all the positives, but, I do have a negative. And that is that the movie is, at times, boring. Not a lot. Not a ton boring, just at times a tiny bit boring. It focuses on the characters a little bit too long, and they're just talking about other stuff that we may already know, or just isn't interesting, and it does get a little boring. But most of the characters are really good. And, wait a minute. That's John Saxon. Okay, I'm going to say this. I didn't know John Saxon was in this movie. And John Saxon, for those who don't know, he's in some of my favorite movies of all time. He's in Enter the Dragon. He's in the movie Tenebrae. He is in Nightmare on Elm Street Parts 1 and 3. He is in From Dusk Till Dawn. I mean, dude. The guy is in a lot of really good movies. But is he good in Black Christmas? Well, I mean, his character is... It is what it is. He just plays a stereotypical cop that is trying to look after the sorority girls who have been killed. And, I mean, he's fine with it. He does what he can with it. But, I mean, it's just an okay role. But it's John Saxon, so I'll take it. So, at the end of the day, Black Christmas is an incredibly atmospheric horror movie with great cinematography, great kills, a great directional style. And though at times it does get a little bit boring, this movie is a great movie nonetheless. I'm going to give Black Christmas a 8 out of 10. Alright, so there we go. We just went over Black Christmas, and if you guys want to see a good holiday horror movie that beats Halloween, then you should check out Black Christmas. So, there we go. With the next couple movies, I'm not going to say much on them. You're just going to have to wait to hear my thoughts on some of the next movies. And, there it goes. Hope you guys have a great day, afternoon, evening, night, whatever the heck time you're watching this in. I'll see you next time.